This is lesson 15. And within this lesson, we're going to learn what we call the VLOOKUP function within the Excel. And within here, we shall cover or we shall know how to find and match data from different sheets using the vertical lookup function. Okay. And what you should know within the VLOOKUP is one of the most useful Excel functions for working with data stored in different tables or sheets. And we're going to see step by step how we can apply it and where to use it from. And don't forget, we're still under module 3, which is intermediate analytics and charts, which covers from lesson 13 to lesson 20. And if you're watching this video right now and you don't know where to start, just go into our playlist Excel complete course for beginners. Okay, you go start off with lesson number 1 so that you can catch up with us. So without wasting time, let's dive into our lesson number 15 and we see what exactly we have to know within this lesson. Now, as you can see over here, I have my two sheets on my screen, whereby I have my item master sheets and stock receiving sheet. Now, I've put this within here within the same sheet because they're easy to demonstrate here, but just assume this sheet is on another different sheet and this one is on another different sheets. And within here, in my master sheet, item master sheet, I have what we call the item code, the item name, the category, the unit price. Now, assuming you have your inventory tracker workbook, right? And within there, you have what we call the item master sheet, and you have what we call the stock receiving sheet, right? And so many others, right? But we're going to use these two sheet as an example so that we can easily identify or know how to use the VLOOKUP within the Excel. Now, within my second sheet, the stock receiving sheet, I have the date, the item code, and the quantity. Now, what you should know basically here that the VLOOKUP formula should look like this. You start off with an equal sign, then you type the VLOOKUP, and it will ask you for the lookup value, comma, the table array, column index, and you should write a false because you want an exact match within your data range. So, and you should note the best part of it, like when it asks for the lookup value, as it is here, it wants you or you want what you are searching for. It means you in that you should put what you are looking for. In case here I want to pull the item name from my master sheet to the receiving stock. So within here, when I write X lookup and it asks me for the lookup value, now within here, I'll use my item code as my lookup value. It's what I'm searching for within here, within this master table, right? And the table array simply means the table where Excel should search that item from, right? And the table array will be, or assuming it will be our master sheet table, okay, in our master sheet, okay. And column index name, it simply means which column contains the information you want to return within there. Now, assuming I want to return the item name, or I'm looking, I want it to return or to give me the item name within here from this table. So I have to write the column name within my master sheet table, right? In case I want the item name, and in the item name here, the column index is in column 2. The item name column is in column 2 because item code first and to item column name comes the second, and the category the third one, and the unit price the fourth one. Therefore, within here my column index will be number 2. So I'll just type a 2, then I put a comma, and I'll choose the false because I want to find an exact match, as we're going to see step by step. Now let's see an actual example. Now we have our master sheet here, and we have our stock receiving sheet also here, and we've received this item here, and it has the item name, item code, and the item code is the same code as we have it this side in our master sheet. So but we don't have the item name, and we want to return the item name. So what to do? You just click your first cell where you want your result to be, and you start off with an equal sign like that. Then you write what we call the VLOOKUP function. It will definitely pop up like this. Then what you need to do is to double click it as it is, and you can see over here it's requesting for the lookup value. Now within here, what we shall use our item code cell, our first cell, as a lookup value. So I just click this cell over here, which is G9, as our lookup value. Then I put a comma over there, and it'll ask for a table array where you want this Excel to pull this data from. So it will be our table array, and our table array will be in our master sheet. So we shall highlight all our master sheet like that. Okay, then we put a comma, then the column index, what we want exactly to look or to return from that table. So we want what we call the item name, and the item name is in column 2. So the column index name will be number 2 over there. So you write a 2 over there, then a comma. Then when you put a comma, it will bring these two options: the true, which means you want to return the approximate match, or the second one, the false, you want the exact match. So I'll choose the false because I want the exact match. As you can see, I choose the false, then I close my brackets, then I hit enter, and we've received a Coca-Cola as our item name. So when I drag it all the way down to fill up the other things right over there, we've got our item code. And this one usually it's useful when you're pulling out data from different sheets and you want to return the result to where you want them from. But you notice here I've received an NA. Why? Because here I have what we call the item code, which is ITM005, whereby here in my mastery sheet I don't have anything named like ITMM005, okay, as a code. So it received an error message. How to ignore this? Now we shall introduce what we call the if error function within here, so that we can easily spot, or we can easily write what we call a message, maybe not found, value not found. So what basically you should do, you just come to your first cell which has your first formula, you double click it, and in between here the equal sign plus the VLOOKUP, then you start writing the if error function. So you just double click it over there, and by the end, at the end over here, you just come, you write a comma, and if there is nothing there, then we want it to return what we call value not found. So we shall just write not found over there, so that we ignore that error message, so that we can catch up with our reading. So when I click enter and I just drag it again till down, you can see we've got not found message there instead of an error. So that's how you combine the if error with the VLOOKUP, so that you can ignore that error in case it looks for that code but it returned nothing. So it returned not found. Why? Because we've used what we call the if error function. So basically that's how we use the if function. So let's see another example. So I have another example of, again, my master sheet, example of my master sheet. And within here, I want to create, or I want to pull out in my stock receiving sheet, I want to pull out what we call the item name, the category, and the unit price. As I told you, you just click the cell where you want your results to be, and you start off with the equal sign, then you type VLOOKUP function. It will definitely show up like that. Excel will pull it up. So what you need to do, just double click it there, and it asks you for the lookup value, and within here our lookup value will be our item code. So I'll just click the first cell within our item code. After that, I put a comma over there, and our table array will be our item master sheet table. So I'll just highlight my entire table which has my master sheet. Okay, so I put a comma over there, and within here we want to return what we call the item name, and the item name is in column number 2. So it asks for us the column index name, so we shall just write a 2 there, because item name is in column number 2 in our master sheet. So you write whichever name or number it is. So I put a comma and I will choose the false because I want the exact match. So I close my brackets, then I hit enter. As you can see, we've received our result. So when I double click over here, as you can see, we've received all our item name. So let's pull our categories from here to here again. Now I'll just copy this, drag it here over here. As you can see, it has returned what we call, just I just drag it over here, then I drag it all the way down. Automatically it has filled up with my formula. So that's how we use the VLOOKUP function within the Excel. Hope you learned something new today. Don't forget, check out, or if you're new here, hit that subscription button, the bell button, so that you get notification whenever our new lessons pops up. So otherwise, thank you and keep in touch. Meet you in the next lesson.